Okay, so today guys, we are going to be going through 10 Easter eggs in Piggy that you forgot existed. Now guys, today's video is actually really exciting. We're going to be going over quite a few things in Piggy that you have more than likely forgotten about. And believe me, the first one will most definitely get you thinking, as well as probably quite a few others. But guys, I have been doing quite a few of these videos recently, so if you guys are enjoying these videos, then make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Oh, and also if you guys could be using star code Antixx when buying Robux or Premium, make sure to take a picture, send it to me either on Twitter or Discord so that I can show my appreciation. Now I would just like to point out that there's probably going to be quite a few in here that you will probably already know, so you know, don't try and be the smart arc and going in the comment going, oh I know that one, because there are still a few here that you will probably not know about. So guys, without further ado, I think it's time that we jump into the top 10 Easter eggs in Piggy that you forgot existed. Number 1, the odd chair out. Now this is something that I feel like nobody has actually picked up on, and this is something that I'm actually really interested to kind of speak about. So if you guys head on over into the sewers and you go down to where the Insolent's eye is making those whispers and you take a look at those chairs, there is one chair that is not rusty. Now what could this mean? Well, maybe this could mean that, you know, whatever this ritual, whatever these guys have been doing down here in the sewers, whatever this is, it's been going on for quite some time. However, Willow, she's kind of new to it. Potentially it's Willow that's going down there and this is, you know, like her office and stuff like that. But there's this brand new chair that isn't rusty, that isn't old, that is brand new, that is only just being used. Now we do know that IKEA's did build this map and she is the queen of Easter eggs. Now she must have added in this chair for some reason. There's no reason why she would have just, you know, completely done one chair non-rusty. It just wouldn't happen. So what I'm saying is that there is one reason as to why this chair is this color. Just tell me this, guys, why is every other single chair rusty? However, this one is still pretty brand new. Now I'm going to try and think about a reason as to why this is, but at the moment I actually can't think about why, but there is most definitely a reason. So if you guys do have any idea about this Easter egg, then please let me know in the comment section down below, but it is one that I feel like a lot of creators have completely missed out on. Number 2, Pony's glasses. Now we do know that in the future of Piggy is that, you know, Pony is going to be isolating at some point and he is going to be going off in the snow forest all by himself. Now guys, in the trailer you can see that there are Pony's glasses on the floor. Could this mean that Pony could well be taking an L? Could Pony be becoming infected? Now there has to be a reason why their Pony's glasses are on the floor. Obviously Minitoon added that into the trailer for some reason, kind of like the chairs. It is not just a coincidence. But why are Pony's glasses on the floor? Well guys, this is an unanswered mystery that we still do not know. But guys, I'm pretty sure that in the future of the next book we are about to find out, and things are only heating up. You know, I feel like it could be due with something with saving Zizzy. I feel like Pony is going to be isolating and he is going to be saving Zizzy in this kind of distorted memory like chapter. Number 3, POLEY skin. Now way back in the mall where Piggy kind of had like this crossover with Jailbreak, there was actually this skin called POLEY, which I'm probably sure that you guys probably know who POLEY is. However, at the time you could kind of get this skin by jumping over lasers and you had to parkour, and you know, myself being an Xbox player and then doing it on PC, it wasn't particularly easy. But I wanted to put this Easter egg in there because the POLEY skin is literally the rarest skin inside of Piggy. Of course this is taking out all of the creator skins, you know, like Lisa and Pickle Rick and stuff like that, but this POLEY skin is literally the rarest skin in Piggy. You cannot even get this skin anymore, and at one point was a pretty decent Easter egg. Number 4, secret ending. Now I'm not talking about the true ending that, you know, is in book 1. I'm going to actually be speaking about the ending that is in book 2. Now this is the end of the factory. You know, if you don't save any of the other characters or any of the TSP members, you basically just get oofed by Willow. Now I would just like to point out that this is absolutely no way canon with the story, and the reason how we can actually figure this out is that there is no badge actually going towards this ending. Now Minitoon did speak about there being 3 endings in the ending of chapter 6 of book 2, but there is one ending that we actually, we don't get a badge for, which means it is not canon. And of course that is the ending where Willow basically just aims up her gun at us and shoots us because we kind of didn't save any TSP members. So I guess this means that, this is kind of going down the safe route, that we're going to be having a happy ending almost, that all the canon endings are we're kind of saving half of the TSP members and that we are saving all of the TSP members. Now that is the 2 tracks, the 2 paths that we have spoken about in Piggy book 2 chapter 6 of the factory, but I just wanted to put that Easter egg in there because I find that quite cool that, there's this kind of thing that you can get, but it actually has nothing to do with the story. And when I did it, I think it was actually one of the first endings that I did, I was like, oh dang, that's literally it, that's the end of Piggy then. Number 5, the Maple Donut Hideout Badge. Now, oh boy, did this one make everybody go crazy. This was absolutely insane. The Maple Donut Hideout Badge, which was there for, maybe even a month or so, and it had appeared prior to the RB battles. Now, everybody was literally running into walls, we were speaking about cracks that, was complete clickbait, and then there was a crack that appeared. And there was also that moment where, I thought that I found the first step to actually finding this Maple Donut Hideout Badge, and it was to do with the lights and stuff, and it just didn't work. It had nothing to do with it. But at the time, this was a really, really good Easter egg, and I do hope that Mr. Minitoon does add in more Easter eggs like this, like badges that you have to try and get and you have to try and find, and everybody is trying to be the first person to try and find this badge. I find that extremely exciting, and I'll be honest, that's when the views go up on YouTube. You guys must enjoy doing this kind of stuff as well, trying to find the badge first, and I do as well. So just adding these little badges, these secret badges, these kind of like Easter eggs into Piggy, those are the kind of things that draw a lot of attention to the game. So Minitoon, if you're watching, buddy, add some more in. Oh, and I'm not just saying that for, for the views. I'm just enjoying it. Number 6, the name of the disease. Now this was a pretty cool Easter egg, and it was also a note that actually got found pretty late going into the alleys of book 2 chapter 1. Now this note was literally found just towards the exit up behind the garbage bin. Now this spoke about, Mr. P, putting all of his money and stuff like that, and it actually spoke about how Mrs. P fell sick. Now the name of this disease, due to that note giving us a bit of information, is called lineoma or linioma, however you guys would like to say it. I would actually like to know, how do you guys say it? I'm gonna say, okay, so you're gonna go into our comment section right now. Is it A, lineoma, or is it B, linioma? Me being British, I would probably say A, lineoma, but I bet you Americans are probably gonna say linioma, but we'll soon find out in the comment section, right guys? But this is quite interesting. This Easter egg is kind of cool because, we actually get to find out what the name of this disease that Mrs. P basically fell sick to, and Mr. P tried to create this vaccine, this substance 128, whatever you guys want to call it. He created this to try and save Mrs. P from the linioma disease. I'm thinking too hard about how I say linioma now. It's driving me insane. But again, I do like to find out cool little bits like that in the story. Those are kind of what the things, it kind of binds Piggy together and it makes things make sense. I love things like that in this good old storyline. Number 7, Particle Bunny. Now I'll be honest, this Easter egg right here, this is something that I'm extremely looking forward to. Now obviously this actually appeared really, really late on in the trailer for the official book 2 thing for Piggy. And we've spoken about Pony's glasses being on the floor, and this particle bunny actually kind of came up after the glasses were found on the floor, meaning that Bunny could make an appearance right towards the end of book 2. But I have pointed this out in a previous video. It is no longer a ghost bunny. It is literally a particle bunny. I'm not even calling her Ghost Bunny anymore. It's literally Particle Bunny. She is literally made up of loads and loads of tiny little dots, kind of like little light orb type things. I find it really, really cool that she's kind of changed her whole kind of appearance. Now again, like the chair and stuff like that, Minitoon would have made this change for some reason. He could have just put Ghost Bunny into the whole trailer for, easy reasons. But no, Minitoon decided that he was going to change up the appearance of Bunny. And to me, that is extremely fascinating. That is something that I actually love looking forward to into a good old storyline. So do you guys think that Bunny is going to return, or do you think that she's going to just kind of stay in her ghost/particle form? I mean, after all, Minitoon, he did say that, you know, nobody in Piggy is indefinitely Piggy doomed. So I guess everybody could make an appearance back. But the question is anybody actually going to die in the story of Piggy? That's something that I'm kind of looking forward to finding out as well, just seeing, you know, how kind of far in Minitoon does go in with this storyline. But Particle Bunny, I'm actually really looking forward to seeing how you are going to make a return back into the storyline, and I bet you guys are as well. Number 8, Mrs. P's sighting. Now let's be honest here, guys. I mean, if you don't know about this Easter egg by now, you're basically not playing Piggy. But I bet you guys would agree on me that this is probably the biggest Easter egg inside of Piggy currently. After all, this whole Piggy storyline is based around Mrs. P getting sick, and whatever kind of developed from there, that's how this whole infection has come about. Now again, we've spoken about Mr. P trying to save Mrs. P with the whole Linioma's kind of stuff, and at first we kind of thought that, you know, maybe Mrs. P is going to be dead. However, if you thought that she would be dead, you will be wrong. Because if you do go into the city map and you take a look up at the window, you can very clearly see that there is a Mrs. P literally looking out of a window. I mean, it is a silhouette, so you can't really necessarily work out what she is, but Minitoon has been very vocal about the fact that Mrs. P is in fact infected. Which leads me on to one question. If she's infected and she has red eyes, then surely her red eyes should be poking through that glass. So we have had some confirmation that Mrs. P is infected. Now, could we see her at the end of the Piggy storyline? Well, I'm about 95% sure that she is going to make a return. Now, how is she going to make a return? Well, it's kind of like Bunny, isn't it? We're all kind of guessing things at this moment in time. But again, with Mrs. P being kind of like the main character, you know how this all started off, she's going to make a return, and Mr. P, I'm sure that he's probably alive as well, and he's probably going to make a return, and Mrs. P and Mrs. P are going to be reunited. Dang, I'll be honest, trying to make sure that I said Mr. and Mrs., I think I might have done it wrong, but that was really hard. Number 9, the George poster. Now at the time, again, this was a really cool Easter egg, and this Easter egg still actually has some relevance to the storyline. Now if you headed on over into the gallery and you looked at the wall in the garage, you actually saw this wanted poster of George. Now this wanted poster, it kind of went through a few things, you know, a few details, a few appearance type things that actually help you to try and find this certain character. But the one thing that caught absolutely everybody's eyes is that his eye color was red. Now of course we know that George is infected some way or another because of the distorted memory chapter. He did get infected and he did say, "Oh no, not again." But the one thing that I would like to point out is who actually did this poster. I mean, if I was seeing some boy that had red eyes, I'd be like, dude, why do you have red eyes? I would literally not be putting it so casual on a wanted poster. But again, this Easter egg still is relevant to the story because it kind of gives us a little bit of an insight to book 2, the final ending of the chapters. Because George is infected. George actually has this kind of infection inside of him, and he is kind of, you know, he's turning infected every now and again, and it looks as though he can't control it. So are we going to see George become infected in the future? Well, I'm pretty sure that again we are going to be seeing that. And how it's going to come about? Well, I'm really excited to see that too, because I'm sure that that's going to explain a lot in the storyline. Oh, and I think it might give Pony and, you know, Willow a little bit of a fright, because, you know, seeing a good old little boy that you've known for quite some time now become infected, it's going to be a little bit weird. But I'll be honest, I cannot wait to find out how that storyline actually revolves. And finally, number 10, the owl skin. Now again, this was a really cool Easter egg that I'm actually not entirely sure if you can still get the owl skin. So hopefully you guys can probably fill me down in the comment section down below if this skin is, you know, still doable. But this owl skin, it was kind of like an Easter egg at the time that, you know, you had to get these like really powerful scissors and you had to cut through, you know, metal, because every scissors does that to metal? But basically this owl skin, it was kind of like trapped inside of this container type thing, and you basically had to try and free her from this container. Her or him, I'm not entirely sure actually. Male or female, I'm not entirely sure. I will leave that one for you guys to decide. But anyway, guys, that was literally my top 10 Easter eggs in Piggy that you forgot existed. Now there are a few that, you know, you probably just forgot that there was a skin there at one point. So like always, I'll be going down into the comments section after this video is made public, so try and see what you guys are actually saying about these Easter eggs. Now I'm actually really looking forward to seeing what you guys put. You guys always have the best opinions. But anyway, guys, that is literally going to be it from me today. Hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we shall see you guys in the next one.